Hey, this is Darren with Audio Designs and Custom Graphics in Jacksonville, Florida, working on a 2016 Lexus GX 460. And we did what we normally do. We kept everything pretty stealth, and we did a whole sound quality system in here, so this thing sounds phenomenal. In the front here, we have the Hertz Mille Legend ML280 tweeters. We have the Hertz ML700s, which are the Mille Legends as well. And then down here in the doors, we have the Hertz ML1650 Legends. And in the doors, you know, we went ahead and we dynamitted the doors. Well, I don't want to say dynamite, SoundShield. I guess dynamit's a generic name. But we went ahead and SoundShielded all the doors. We put little rings on here that focus the sound out, so it pushes in between the door panel and the speakers, so all the sound comes out and it doesn't get trapped in the door. We went ahead and did a Hamilton aftermarket radio. This thing has CarPlay and everything, so it looks factory. It works through the factory. You still use the factory volume control, steering controls, all that kind of stuff. So it's a pretty cool unit for these cars. And then we used we did an Audison system. So we have our master volume control here, and the master volume control is pretty cool because what that allows you to do is we all want a high signal. I mean, everybody's heard, you know, back in the day, you know, they had 1/2 volt pre-outs. Now they had 5 volt pre-outs. Well, you naturally want a 5 volt pre-out. So what you're able to do with the master is you can actually turn this volume up to, let's say, this radio clips around 45, 46, 47, somewhere in the neighborhood. So what we could do is turn it up to 45, where we get a high voltage coming out of the radio constantly. And then this actually controls the volume from inside of the amplifier. So we have a real high signal going back. That way we have less noise. You know, our noise floor is a little bit lower. You know, you'd want 5 volts going back there rather than 1/2 volt. So we were able to do that. You know, that's what those main volume controls do. So it keeps your noise down. So at low levels, you don't have any kind of hissing or anything like that. So it's pretty cool. And then in the back here, we actually did Hertz, the MPX 165.3 Pros. So kind of the companion for these. And then the other thing that's pretty cool is with this bass knob, and I don't want to say bass knob, but this master controller, this here will do the volume, so you can see that spinning up and down. When you press it once, it goes to different presets. So we have different presets based on different things that the client might like, and then they can come through and they can listen to these, and then we can change the presets, or we can adjust the presets based on what they like. So we kind of do different setups, you know, some with more bass, less bass. We have the rears on there. So if we go through the setups, when this is on number 1, which is on number 2 right now, but when it's on number 1, that's strictly sound quality. So there's no rear speakers in this. You know, the more speakers you add, the more reflections you have, and the more you know, the sound just less is better in this case for sound quality. So we have the 3-way setup in the front, and then we have the subs in the back, and it takes the rears off. And what the objective is to do is to kind of, you know, sound quality, when you're trying to get sound quality, most car stereos, you know, all the sound's just crammed over here in the corner, because that's where the speaker is, and it's the closest one to them, and nothing's adjusted, so it just all sounds like it's over here. So what we do is we take the time to measure all these levels, and we adjust these levels, so that way it's, when these levels hit your ear, it's a more balanced sound across this whole entire sound stage here. And then what we do is we actually time align these so they all hit your ear at the same time. So we have a JL Audio Max, and it gives us this impulse response. So it sends out a signal, and it measures all the speakers, including the subwoofers. And then it does what's called time delay or time alignment. And we align it in time so that when we put the microphones here where the driver's head is, every speaker hits your ear at the same time. So for example, if this speaker here is a lot further away, it delays it. So let's say that one's 38 inches away and this one's 48 inches away. You know, when this starts playing, it gets, say, 10 inches out. When it gets, you know, I'm sorry, this one, when this one starts playing 48 inches away and it gets 10 inches out, which is 38 inches, then that one will start playing, and they all arrive at your ear at the same time, you know, in time. And then what we're able to do is we're align the phase of everything as well. So in the back, we have some subwoofers, and they sound like they come from the back sometimes. So what we do is we actually get them in phase alignment with these front mid bass, so the mid bass is in phase. And with the factory, or not the factory, but with the subwoofers, you know, you can't really tell where they're coming from, assuming there's no rattle. If there's rattle, then it's going to bring your attention to the back. But subwoofers, you can't really tell below a certain frequency because the width of your ears is shorter than the wavelength, so you can't tell where it's coming from. Higher pitch noises, you can obviously tell. So what we're able to do is actually get all the sound up here, like it's coming from the center of the dash, and it's forward rather than sound like it's coming in from the back. So we go use our sound treatment, our SoundShield, and we SoundShield stuff back there and help with the rattles. We don't have any rattles. And then we get that stuff in phase with these mid-bass drivers, and it puts the bass up here. So you'd think that there's almost a subwoofer underneath this grill here, which there's nothing there. We're not using the center channel. We get rid of that center channel, and we can get you a wider sound stage. So what the goal is in sound quality is to emulate a concert, right? So if you're sitting here in the driver's seat, you want this you're on the left side of the front row of the concert, and then this is the right side. So you want a wide stage. And then your vocals would be in the middle, as if, the musician's singing, the artist is singing in the middle. And then you really want all your sound up here. You don't want your sound down here. Your ears aren't in your ankles. So we get all the sound to come up like it's up here. And the good thing about that too is when you're driving at higher speeds, say 50, 60, 70 miles an hour, and then you have everything in here sound treated, there's no rattles, it'll be clear as day at like 80 miles an hour, and it sounds crystal clear. So it's really cool to listen to these cars. So with the different settings, when you go here to when you go to setting 1, what that setting 1 is, that's just strictly sound quality. And then we adjust the bass for like a blend. We're not having tons of bass with the bass just booming away and tons of tweeters. Everything's really balanced, and your vocals are going to be really prominent, because that's what the artist wants you to hear mainly, is their vocals. So what we try to do is we try to emulate what the producer, when Dr. Dre's in there sliding those little sliders and he gets the sound to sound right, we want it to come off of his CD right into here and sound like he wanted this to sound. So we're able to do that, with a DSP and all that kind of stuff, and equalization. So we equalize each individual speaker, we time align them, we align the phase at the actual headrest up here rather than just acoustical. You could have this in phase, plus to plus and minus to minus when your speaker wire. If you flip it over, it's out of phase. But we can actually get the acoustic out of phase, or acoustic phase in alignment. And then we take the upper side of this mid bass and get that in phase with the lower side of this mid range here. So that's in phase acoustically at the listening position. And when you do all that and everything comes together, these cars sound phenomenal. So if you haven't heard anything, stop at our shop. We got a couple of demo vehicles and stuff you can listen to. But back to this. So that would be your pure sound quality. Your bass is blended in. It's not like heavy bass. We realize a lot of clients want more bass, so we have a second setting here to just boost the bass. And then if you go on to here, this setting here is your bass control, so you can adjust the bass. So if that's all the way up, which we leave in the sound quality setting, that way you know where it's at. And then here's with this bass, this level, you can adjust the bass up and down. Then when we switch to number 3, that's your rear speaker. So what that does, we have one setting where it basically pulls all the vocals out of the rears and it lowers the volume. So it's more like a surround sound. The other thing you might want to emulate is a home audio system. They're pretty high end. You don't have all this glass and all these reflections and stuff going on. So the rear speakers back here, what they do is they cut the vocals out. And what that kind of does is it gives you a bigger presence of a room, right? So when in a home audio system, if the speakers are in the front of you, the sound will come back and bounce off, and it kind of gives you this reverberation. So that kind of feeling, this just plays a very little bit. You'd almost think the rears aren't on, but it gives you kind of more of a fuller sound rather than just everything up front. Which, don't get me wrong, this up front sounds great, sounds phenomenal. I think it sounds better, but the rears do, they might pull your imaging back. So you want all your imaging forward. You want your vocals sound like they're coming from the very front of the hood, if that's possible. And then anytime you add some rears, it might pull it back. So what we do is we cut the vocals out of them. And that way, when you're listening to your music, it still sounds like it's all up here. And then when you switch to the next setting here, we go to your bass. So this would be your rears, in setting number 3 would be your rears sound quality with their bass, should be. That will give you more bass if the client wants that. And then what we do for the final 2 settings is we just have like an overall loud sound, so to speak. So what happens is we give you full range rears, and then we give you more bass, so you could have a full range rear sound quality. And then number 6 would be full range with bass. So it's just a loud overall setting. So if you're in a mood and you just want to ride out to some music and crank on it, you can go to setting 6 or whatever setting you want. This here goes back to the bass, and then back to the main volume control here. So pretty good. So you come up here and check it out and listen to some of our vehicles. And then coming to the back here, we pretty much kept everything factory. We have a factory piece we made here. And then when you lift this up, we have the Audison amps. So we have a AFC 4.10, well, the 4.10 bit, so that's a 4-channel amp with 6 outputs. And then that's running your front tweeters and your rear speakers. And then we go to the AFM 4D here, which that's a bigger amp, and that's running the mid-bass drivers in the doors, and then the mid-range in the dash. And then of course here we have the AFM 1D, which is our subwoofer amp, 1,000 watts. We did a great job here on the wiring. And then the subwoofers, we're using the flat Hertz subwoofers, so the MPS 10-inch, the MTS 250s, which are 10-inch. So we have a 10-inch sub under there and a 10-inch sub under there. And we have grills, so our client, he wanted everything kind of flat. We couldn't get it quite flat because it wasn't deep enough, but we got it pretty flat. So we did a pivot point right there so he could lift it up if he wanted to. But he's still able to throw everything back there and not do any kind of damage to it. So it came out pretty good. So if you're in Jacksonville or anywhere around us, or maybe you're in California and want to come out here, I don't know. But give us a call, 904-333-2322.